I'm sorry. I was on mute. So sorry. You think I would have figured out to be off mute at some point since we've been muting and unmuting ourselves for 5 years. It's been that kind of day. Sorry, y'all. So welcome to the stream. That's good because it was all rambling anyway. I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to all leave me because I'm rambling. So thank goodness I was on mute. Okay, so we're working on the tarot today because I am not feeling ready to do my next face card. I have this long list of cards I want to do, and I wasn't sure which one to do next. I didn't really have an idea that jumped out at me, and we finally got a good idea last night, and then my brain just ran with it this morning on my drive in. So it just I think it's going to be a great card. It's going to be a lot of fun, but we're going to do it next week because I have lots of ideas and I didn't feel ready to do it on the live. It'd be a very scattered mess. Alessandra's in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Mom's on the chat. Welcome to the stream. Everybody's here. So much fun. Okay. Just want to make sure I can see all of the chats. There's a weird space on the YouTube one, so if you have chatted, I'm sorry I can't see it. Sandra's here. Yeah, I just forgot to unmute myself. I was so worried about muting all of my videos so that it didn't come on when I was starting to talk. It had the echo, and then I didn't make any noise at all. So we are back today with some more tarot cards, and this is the guy we were working on last week. As you can see, excuse me, sorry. It was a long day. It wasn't like a busy day. It was one of those days where you're kind of like watching your computer spin all day. That's almost more exhausting. Just fighting with models and proving that I was right the first time. I'm kidding. Fighting with models at work. And so that's a laborious process. Okay, so you can see here, we did a lot more on our bear, and I think that those shadows that we started doing at the end of the stream last week really helped this along. I was a little bit worried because things were getting a little muddy and we weren't really seeing what was going on, but I think those little shadows really bring that to life, which is great. So I went over to our bird and I put on the main shadows there. And then, so I do have to add those kind of tiny shadows, like the same ones that we did for the bear here on the bird. But because of all these little spikies and things that we've put in here, that's going to be really boring to watch. So I will do that myself at another time. Let's do some stained glass on our horse and kind of pop this guy out instead a little bit. So let's get started with our stained glass on the horse. Now I really like how the stained glass kind of effect really works on top of the red. So when I was building this, I was like, how am I going to get the stained glass effect into this? I didn't want a full, like the whole horse to be stained glass or anything. So what I did, my reference, my firefly reference that I had for most of this horse had these kind of little like filigree sections on it. So rather than doing the filigree in the illustration in what is already a very kind of complex card relative to some of the others, I thought I would replace that filigree with the stained glass, and we would just have a hint of it there because we have enough going on that I didn't want to really muddy this up because it was going to be really busy to begin with. So let's get our shadows laid down first. We want the big ones. Now let me think. Now normally I would do, because they're like a big section, so like the hair on the girl with the kittens, like I did like a big shadow and a big highlight, and then did highlights in the highlight section for like in each individual piece, and then shadows in the shadow section. But because these are small sections, maybe I'll just highlight and shadow both. We'll see how that looks. We have Penny in the YouTube chat. Welcome to the stream. How are we all doing? Just going to shove this over a little bit so I can see all the chats. Why is Mucha sad? Why are you sad? I don't think there's a reason to be sad. Okay, I can see everyone. Woohoo! Okay. So let's try shadow and highlight on each one. We'll see if that works. And if it's too inconsistent, I will back out. This seems like a very experimental card, which is, I didn't know if we would still be experimenting at this stage. So that's kind of fun to see. So let's get going here. Oh, where's happening? There we go. We're still good. Penny says, happy to see you and your project. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see everybody who's in the chats and come into the streams. See, Behance can't bring us down. We'll still stream together. It won't be fun. I'm going to send you a message later this week, Penny. We're going to hook up a dual stream. Woo-hoo! So that's an exciting thing. I'm starting to set up. I mentioned these probably every stream lately, which is a little repetitive, but I am finally taking some action on dual streams with my fellow creatives. What is the matter? You can be on the stream too if you want to. Yes, you can. You say hi to everybody. So streams and dual streams so we can be creative together. And so I'm actually actioning this. I'm not just rambling on and saying words. We're actually doing something about this. So I'll be sending some messages out soon. Keep an eye out, and if you're interested, send me a message, and we'll stream together. Woohoo! Even Mojo might even be there. He'll probably be there. Do you want to go play? Be nice boy. Yeah? Thank you. There's a lot going on in the hallways lately. We've got people in and out of the building. We have people with squeaky carts. We have all kinds of fun things. So he's been very vocal, so we'll see how long that lasts for. Ooh, we might be pushing the limits of my fresco here. We might have a lot going on. We definitely have a lot going on, but I didn't think it was too much for fresco. So let's just be careful and see what's going on here. What's the matter? Won't play with your guys, bro. So yeah, just kind of busy with work today, and then a little bit of studio work here and there. Prepping for vacation. So it's a little bit out of the ordinary right now. Prepping for different events throughout the year, really, like the shop stuff is going to be exciting, and prepping for summer adventures, all kinds of fun things happening around here. So it's been a lot of planning really lately. Sorry, something is popping up, but it goes away before I see it. Okay. Oh, that's not the eraser. There we go. So what's everybody working on? What are we doing? Taking a break? Not working? Doing some very exciting file sorting earlier. I have been emptying photos off my phone so that I can use it and stretch it beyond its phone life. So I'm trying to sort all those, which is fun. And there's a lot of things where I'm like, why did I take a photo of that? I took some time on Friday after work, and I did a bunch of studio admin, which felt like a little boring to get into. But it felt really good to get it off my plate. I got quite a bit done, which is exciting. So I did my some updates to my website. I did some planning, like I said, for the streams. I did a bunch of research on some print-on-demand companies. I did all kinds of crazy things. So it felt really good to get that stuff off my plate because it's all part of the business part of things, but sometimes it's not very exciting, or I don't really have like the time to sit down and really dedicate to it. So I carved out a few hours and got a lot done, which felt amazing. Penny is, I'm an express. I'm behind on making videos. I hear ya. I have a pile of reels and projects to update for Behance that aren't tarot, and they're not stressing me out, but I'd be like, oh, you know what? I don't feel like I'm gonna do that video today, and I push it out. So I'm gonna have to like lock my Trello so that I can't move anything anymore because I'm just gonna keep moving these things out that deserve to be shared. But yes, I feel you on that. I got a lot done on Friday, but it was not like content stuff. It was admin stuff. So yeah, I'll have to get that sorted. Oops. So yeah, videos are the next thing. So I was at coffee with a fellow creative here in London not long ago, and we were talking about like how like she does like the social media and all that other kind of stuff as well. And I said something like, yeah, I gotta keep up, but I said my assistant is me and she's very busy. It's just kind of like sometimes you feel like really on top of it, and then sometimes you're just like you just fall behind. And that's exactly what I don't want to be doing. Like with the tarot cards right now, I'm kind of like the cards are done, but the actual social media posts, I'm feeling a little behind on those. So like for a little bit, I was like creating the videos as we went, just one at a time. So this weekend, I kind of like got ahead on that a little bit. As Penny says, I have random video footage, like you said, but need to put it together into something. Yes, I hear ya. Lots of things like, oh, you know what? This would be super great with that audio I saved that one time. And it really wouldn't take me that long, but it feels like it would. I hear ya. It's all part of the social media madness. And it's not even that I don't like it. I want to share all these fabulous things with you because it's so fun. It's just, you know, Mojo wants to hang out too. People say if you bulk create, it's better, but like you said, it's hard even to sit there and bulk create. Definitely. Oh, Alessandra has moved to YouTube. Twitch on the phone was not working. Is it still? I'll refresh. I want to make sure it's still streaming. It is. Okay, we're good. Phew. Yes, it's hard to sit there and bulk create. I hear ya. And even like when you get kind of a rhythm going, there's just always some challenges and stuff, but if you can carve out the time, that's the tricky thing. But then they go out and they're so much fun. All the fun content. Maybe when I'm done the tarot, I'm just gonna like repost like all the pieces that I'm doing outside of tarot right now, or older pieces. Just revisit those. That's content too. Oh la la. What are you working on, Alessandra? Are you still at work? Yeah. Anything you can like do to make things a little bit easier. Like I find having some templates or some just kind of standard things, like Penny, you were mentioning that the like having the deck of cards at the start is becoming kind of a brand thing. So it's kind of a formula that it makes it easy for me to kind of, I don't have to come up with something brand new and like reinvent the wheel each time I do one of those tarot cards. Like the difference really is the references and the actual content of the card itself. So like to me, it might feel a little repetitive, but for everybody outside viewing it, especially if you're not a follower, that would always be new content for everybody. So getting too worked up about it being repetitive or anything doesn't make sense right now because people are still kind of like discovering the tarot cards. Okay, we're gonna create our highlight layer here. So having that helps, and especially like with developing the tarot cards themselves, having like this part of the process was like the unique part of the process. But then once I get to the next step where I'm doing putting it into the layout with the border and doing the exporting the coloring pages and the prints and all the final content in the social media, like there's a solid rhythm to that. Like generally I'm creating the same output each time so that I'm not sorry, I'm having a thought. No, I think we're okay. Sorry, I was thinking that I got too rhythmic and some of these might not be the right kind of suits. No, sorry, I freaked myself out for a second. Go back 5 seconds. So just like having a solid rhythm on the cards where you're just replacing the content within it and then moving on to the next card. Actually, I have to check. Because I would use the same file format. Major is always going to be the same. I'm just checking to make sure I haven't made a mess for myself. Because this would be a bad thing to discover. Okay, magic, color. Okay, phew, that's in color. That's my box. I'm still at work, but I'm almost done later. I'm going to work on my animal drawings in fresco. Woohoo! The flowers you were drawing on the weekend were fabulous. Okay, color. Oh, subconscious me, looking out. Okay, good. Because I have them laid out, the cards, as you've seen. Some of them are black and white, and some of them are in color. And I thought what I was doing was, like, I have a template for each suit. And I was doing a file save as out of the same suit. Thank goodness. I just thought I was like making them all gray or something. Oh my gosh. How much of a mess would that have been? Sorry, this is really boring for you guys. I'm not sharing my screen, but I'm just making sure I can sleep tonight. Coins. Oh, thank goodness. I have not made a mess. Phew. Okay, back to the stream. So yeah, sorry. So knowing that the next steps in this and that subconscious Erin is going to take care of me. Taking care of those next steps, knowing that it's kind of a rhythm, that it's kind of like plop this into this template, then go to this page, then this page. Not very like exciting business, but it is a way to kind of speed things up as far as that goes. Like each border and kind of setup for each card is going to be the same. It can't be always different, otherwise it wouldn't look consistent. So that's some time savings in there. I haven't been really like successful like at doing templates in like Instagram. I create all my reels, well, most of my reels in Instagram. The socials for the tarot cards, like the layouts with the actual cards in them, those are Adobe Express. So it's just a matter of finding a rhythm there that really works. I think just making them not long too. Although Penny, your video of like the January update, that was cool. That made sense for it to be a long one. So unfortunately, like, if everybody loves it, you gotta keep making the long form video. Alessandra, are you streaming your fresco stuff? I think I haven't seen you do any fresco yet, and it's probably on the streams that I've missed. And I'm sorry. Hey Moj, maybe we leave the neighbors alone. Mojo, look at me. To me. Mojo, beside me, buddy. Come here. Good boy. Now lie down, please. There's new babies on the hall. And we're getting used to their voices. He got used to the other babies, so I'm confident he'll get used to these ones as well. Hey, bro, just leave him. Ugh, hold the elevator door open. Try to do 40 seconds. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Hey, Moch. Stop it. Not too long, not too short. I like that. Oh, goodness me. Sorry, guys. It's going to be noisy for a minute. Oh, hang on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Sorry, y'all. Someone had a cart in the hallway and it became a Twilight Bark around here. All the dogs are having a meltdown. So, I spared your ears. Okay. Oh, see? That's looking so fun. And I'm going to give it some shadows so it kind of almost looks like a little bit like an armor or something on the horse. I'm really liking this. It's interesting because some of the cards I'll do like super quick. Not that I want to rush through them, it's just the idea kind of falls out on the page a lot quicker. Some of them need a little more attention, and I did not realize I gave this much detail to this card. This one is a beast. But it's so fun. Pew, pew. Yeah, so I might move to some of my reel making over to Adobe Express. Like I find like sometimes the interface on the phone isn't as great because you're like trying to like move audio and video and edit it with just kind of in a very tiny space. I feel like since I did the 30-day challenge in September, I feel like a little more confident in making videos in Instagram, but I also do like sitting and clicking and having a little more control over it. So maybe I'll try a few in Adobe Express as well. All right. What else is happening? Watched the Super Bowl yesterday. Oh no, Alessandra did fresco in yesterday's stream. Pooh, I missed all the streams yesterday. I like had my tech off yesterday. Ah, nuts. Okay, I will try and catch the next time you do it. So I always like watching people work in fresco. It's so fun. Did anybody see Dan's stream this morning? I only got like the first bit of it before I had to go to work. But he has, I'm gonna gibble the name of the tablet. But it's a tablet that's like a laptop, but instead of a keyboard on one side, it's another screen. I called him out for witchcraft. It was craziness. So it would be like, I was like, what? It has so much technology to it. And I always worry like there's those phones that have like, that are folded, like the screen's folded. I'm like, I just feel like that's so much technology and like moving parts that could go wrong. But it's like this big, like it opens like a laptop, but it's screens on both sides. Oh my goodness gracious. Like you could have your reference up right in front of you and you could be drawing on the other side and like landscape and portrait. Oh my gosh. It was fun to watch. It was pretty awesome. Ray's in the Twitch chat. Welcome to the stream. Don't be offended if Alessandra is not answering you. She's moved over to YouTube because her phone wasn't working. The Twitch wasn't working. And I find like my chat doesn't work on Twitch on my phone. And I don't know if that's just like, because if I'm watching from home here, I use my iPad and the chat works fine. But so I don't use my phone. So I don't know if it's just my phone or if it is a data thing. Like if I'm out in the universe, like if I'm ever watching it during the day, it'll be like on a break at work or something. And sorry, I'm contemplating my layer here. That's not what I want there. I think I do want it here. So yeah, I don't know if it's a data thing or if it's my phone. But I think I would definitely recommend back to Dan's stream. Penny says she missed Dan's stream this morning. Go back and watch it. It was crazy. I have not seen this tool yet. Ray, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. How are you? How is business? I'm doing really good. I'm glad to be drawing. I feel like I haven't been lately, which means I probably have been. I'm just kind of like setting high expectations. But I'm happy to be sitting and drawing, which is super fun. Erin, have you tried video on Project Violet? No, I do not know what that is. Is it an app or a website? Or neither, and I'm completely under a rock? Fill me in. Let's go. Oh, yeah. I love layers because I don't have to lasso things because this is under the red. Oh, but I don't want it to be red, do I? I want it to be gray. Phew. Okay. So actually, you know what? Penny says, I started on Instagram editing, then moved to that, Project Violet. Now I moved to Express. Oh, interesting. Okay, I will make a note of that because that sounds very intriguing. Anything to keep things simple around here. It's Adobe Beta app. It should be in the store. Sweet. Because I had, I was doing some research. My brother was asking about some video editing software. And I saw Rush on Adobe, but I don't use it. I don't know if I should be. I know that like it's geared towards like social media and stuff. I have it in the suite. I might as well be using it. But Project Violet, I'll check it out. Alessandra missed Dan's stream as well. Go check it out. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I think I can safely use this. What is this? Oh yeah, okay. I can safely use this layer. So what I want to do here, what I was trying to do earlier, but it seemed a little bit silly to do that because we already had a layer that was working on this. What I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure I could put in my shadows, but instead of having you guys watch me lasso all night, what this does is this goes right under the red, because the red is up on top here. So it'll just go in behind that red layer, pattern layer will hide it away from me, and all I have to do is erase some of these extras. Instead of doing the lasso step. Saves me a step. Sent you the video on Instagram. I've not tried our shit. Okay, thank you very much. I will check that out. Because like anything that will be kind of fun and quick, because I find lately, just because like I want to be working on the tarot cards just like all the time, that if I'm doing any video editing, it's like, well, the water's boiling, and well, like I'm waiting for something else to happen, or the coffee or whatever. So anything that will make that process, again, not quick, like I don't want to get it over and done with, but just kind of like finding efficiencies. So I will check that one out, Penny. Thank you so much. See, this is what these streams are about. Share the wisdom and the knowledge. Okay, there we go. Whoops. There we go. It does closed captioning automatically with editing to, which is my main thing. I always need just in case. That's cool. Yes, yes. I do love the closed captioning. Excellent. Oh, I think I'm maxing out fresco here. We are going to save is what we're going to do. Oops. Okay. And I'll put this here. So that's what I really like about layering and using lots of layers, is finding these fun efficiencies. It's funny going through, because what was I doing? I was going through some of the tarot this past weekend, kind of getting some into the cards layouts, but then kind of just trying to see if I can repurpose some of the art for just kind of future things, can make some stickers of some of the stuff, or get things into fun products that I'm not going to talk about yet because I have some secret plans that I'm very excited about. But I was going through some of the old files, like I was going through the kittens file, and I was going through the cats file, like the big cats file. And the difference between those two and how I laid everything out is so different, because like I was still figuring things out with the kittens is the very first card. So it's interesting to see how the kind of layout and kind of structure of the cards has changed, but then also in some ways how it hasn't at all. So it's pretty interesting to go through those files and see what I did and how I built them, because we're coming up on almost a year since the tarot cards got launched. So it's fun to see the growth and the change. All right, look at that. That's so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay. Save. Okay, so I think what I want to do is not mess with those too much. I'm going to make another shadow layer. I'm just going to clear that out because I'm going to put some more shadows all over on the horse, but I just have a feeling that we haven't quite ironed everything out yet, so I want to make sure that I don't have to start from scratch, because I'm going to start overlaying shadows over the shadows I already have, and those will be hard to remove. Like one, you have to remove all of them. So let's see how this works. What cookie? Okay, so let's do this one first. I find it maybe not easier, but I think it's easier for my brain to wrap its head around the shadows if I do one at a time. So like, for example, we're going to do this one that's right underneath this kind of part of the harness here and do that shadow first. I could also do the one that's around the buckle here and the other one, but like I like them to overlap. Like this buckle shadow is going to make the other shadows darker because they're going to be like kind of overlapping shadows. So rather than worrying about that buckle shadow at the same time as worrying about this one, just do one shadow at a time and then let the multiply do its thing. Like, because this is a layer that is set to multiply below, and then my brush has a multiply on it. So it'll gradually just kind of get darker naturally. So if I just deal with one shadow at a time, then we won't have a big problem. I wonder, actually. Ooh. Hang on. Let me play with something else. It's an idea. Hang on. They're pretty similar, eh? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is get rid of this. Can I just delete that layer? Is that a thing? Not yet. Okay. Yeah, delete layer. That's what I wanted. Okay, so we're gonna go up here and work on this. So as you saw initially, I was throwing the gray shadow down, but it was underneath the red because it's underneath where our hue saturation adjustment layer is. So what I wanted to do was, so what I have been doing in the past is throwing down the gray shadow and then jumping up to the color shadows and putting in a red one. But as you can see here, it's kind of like the gray over top. Oops, hang on. The gray I was putting over top kind of lets the red through a little bit, so it's not too bad. So I think I'm just going to put the gray on that layer, and instead of having to do 2 shadows, I can just do 1. This is all part of the learning process. Things I didn't know when I did the kittens card, but things I know now. What will I know when we get to the 78th card? So fun! Okay. So now we'll do this one so you can see what I mean about the layering. So we want that one to, and this way the shadow that goes over top of each of these will be consistent. I wouldn't have to be kind of like matching the shadows. We'll just kind of make them a little bit better. And then it's hard to see here, but this shadow on the red and this shadow on the gray are going to be multiplying for each other, and so 1 shadow at a time works really well. We have Odari in the chat. Welcome to the stream. How are we doing this evening? Everybody's here. I love it. Okay. So I think there'd kind of be a little shadow on this side. Not much, just a little one. Boop, 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 boop. Give us some serious depth here. Boop, boop. Oh no, see, a silly thing has happened. Okay, no, I gotta do it again. So see this, also watching the other shadows, I probably should have done the buckle one first. I mean, second this one, because now some of our overlap is getting in the way. I can't erase this. Well, just got home. My goodness gracious. But already said he might do plant videos. What? I'm in. I like plants. Okay, there we go. It's a little more better. Oops. So yeah, I like to do the 1 shadow at a time so that they will build up, but there is a bit of a strategy in how to do that, because once they start overlapping, they make it harder to erase things. Look how fancy. Oh my goodness gracious. How fun. Okay, next one. Again. There we go. I was liking how the horse looked, but I was feeling a little kind of bland. Super stoked about this. Okay, we're actually gonna have to. Did it die? Okay, I'm gonna cut this off because my phone's gonna die. So let's turn, where is it? This one. Where is it? This one? There we go. Oh dear. Yeah, okay. On the fly. Figuring it out. Woohoo. My phone was going to die. Okay. Pew, pew. All right. Making good time. So I'm trying to decide which card comes next. I had to reshuffle my schedule a tiny bit. It was built that way to allow for that because I knew every now and again I'd run into a card like this that needed a little more attention, which is fine. I want them all to be what they want to be. I'm trying to decide. There's one card that's called the Paramour, and it's a lady whose dress is made of love notes, and she's like one of those like statue performers. So that's a maybe. I also have a masquerade ball one that's coming up. I feel like I should take on one of the ones that like freaks me out though. Like there's a couple of them I feel like I mentioned that are running out of places to hide. I feel like I should take on some of those. Like there's a couple that I had a plan for. Like the card when it was like hard, solid Night Circus. But now that I've adjusted to Night Circus Inspired, some of the cards don't make as much sense anymore. So some I don't have any content for yet. I wonder if I should take on one of those crazy ones. And that's okay, because like it opens up for some stuff that's part of a circus that isn't part of the book that I'd like to include. Like there's not really like a ringmaster of the circus. And I feel like there's a lot of really cool visual opportunities with a ringmaster. So there's also always like a joker or different things that are kind of around that we can put in the circus. We have one that's like paper creatures, so like origami birds and animals and frogs and things. There's some really cool reference for that. I gotta figure out which one's next. I think this is what card. This one is number 18. So we're making some progress. Still lots to do. Still 60 cards left to go. We're making progress though. It's all good. Yes. Oops. Just finished work. Oh my gosh, that is so late to be working still. But I'm glad you're done. Now you can do fun things. Oof. What is this optical illusion I have created? Yeah, that goes underneath there. What the heck did I do, man? Something crazy. Optical illusion. Yes, okay. Let's hit save. She's lagging. Okay. Do I have... What is our situation here? I don't have anything in the main. Interesting. That's the thing with like the more complex pieces. Like for some of the ones, like if it's not a stained glass, it has like the splatter technique on it. But this one has like middle ground ones. Like kind of stained glass treated, but then kind of not. This is it's like some of them just need a little bit more attention than others. And I want to make sure that I'm adding a thing that makes sense and that won't make it too muddy. All right, well, let's keep throwing the shadows in. What I'm looking at is just the hair doesn't have a highlight or shadows in it. Like the mane doesn't have that information on it. So I don't know how I want to treat it. Probably like each individual, like a stained glass piece, just in black and white. Oops. But we'll see how busy these shadows make it, or how much room they leave for it. What's the matter, bro? We're almost done. We're almost on the stream. We're not almost on this card. So, yes. How many system? Oops. There we go. So yeah, Daria, I totally watch plant streams. 100%. Are you going to talk about your plants? Or are you going to show us how you propagate your plants? Or just introduce us to your plants? Have a conversation with your plants? I don't really have conversations, more as talking to them and being like, why don't you want to live here? I'm trying to give you a fabulous home. Some of them want to be here. Some of them give me a hard time. Make me work extra hard for it. All right. Oh, it's coming together. I love it. Nice sleepy guy. Oops. And I did not keep shadows in mind when I drew this one. So this is it's just a little bit more of a challenge than the other ones. And that's awesome. You don't want it to get boring. It's exciting. Hey Moj, what's the matter? He says he's going to show off plants and share tips on how to grow plants. I love it. I need all the advice. Like I said, some of them are doing good. Some of them don't want to be here. I'm trying so hard to give them a beautiful, fabulous life. Okay, let's see. Which one's next? I also feel like this is one of those scenarios where, like, if you miss a shadow, it's going to throw off the groove. But I don't want to give the shadows that much power. Hey, Moj, what's the matter? What's the matter, bro? Why are we so sad? Huh? Look, all these people are here to see you. You say hello. Okay, now be a nice boy. Okay, please? Quiet. Oop. Alright. Figures. The hallway was so quiet. As soon as I put him down, the door opened. Door's open. People are in the hall again. I'll just mute it. We'll see what happens. Oops, oops, oops. Making a mess. why is there... That's probably just for the... I was wondering why there's some pixels there, but that's probably from the tolerance I gave the fill when we first created this. And he says, that sounds cool. Very excited. Oh, sorry. So much zooming in and out, guys. Sorry. Don't puke. All right. Coming together, man. Coming together. Fancy pants. All right. No, thank you. There we go. Uh-oh. Good boy, bud. Good boy. Leave him alone. Good job. That's a good boy. Oh dear. They're all just running in the hall. It's happy squeals, I swear. Good boy, Moch. Come here. On your bed. Good job, buddy. I'm proud of you. That's a good boy. Oh, maybe we have 2 new families. Oh man, all those kids in the hall. Roger's gonna have an aneurysm. He'll be fine. Oh dear. Okay, this last shadow, and then we'll see where we're at. Okay, coming together. I love it. So still lots of work to do. I have some shadows to put onto the bird. We have lots of shadows to put on the horse still. Lots of work for this guy. Holy cow. This one took all the detail, but like coming together. Like, look how awesome. So good. Okay, I'm thrilled with how this is coming out. So it makes all the hard work worth it, like the kind of challenges and the little nitpickies and things like that. It's going to be awesome when we come together. So I'm going to keep working on this one. Next week, I'm going to be back with the collab with DTM. I'm going to have another face card on the go. As I mentioned at the start of the stream, I just was not ready to kick off the next card today. I got 8 million ideas and just got all these 8 million ideas, and I just didn't have them coherent enough to throw them on the page confidently today. So we'll be doing that next week. And he says, love when Mojo makes guest appearances. Oh yes, we must always include the Mojo. As soon as I turn this on, he will be dead asleep, having a huge nap. And as soon as I turn this on and start saying hi to you all, like you're talking to someone who's not me, he wants to be part of the game. Oh my goodness. So yes, little guest appearances, little like, don't forget I'm over here messages. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep working on this week. Hopefully have an update on it next week. I don't know if it'll be finished or not. We'll see. And then next week, like I said, we're gonna be on to the next face card. I don't know which card it is. I have the subject matter. I just don't know which card it's gonna be. We'll have to decide. So we'll be back with that next week. Remember, if you are interested in participating in a card, send myself or DTM a message, and we will get you a card and a template started. I know he's done his, oh shoot, King of Clubs. Our pets. Oh, the pets are always supervising. Yes, yes. They got to keep us in check. Those pets got to keep us in check. So yes, so if you're interested, send us a message. We'll hook you up with a template. Dan finished his Azteca Moderno. Oh, I can't make my mouth say it properly. It's just, I butcher it every time. I'm so sorry. Ready to go. It was the King of Clubs. I can't recall which suit it was, but his was ready to go. He hasn't started his second card yet, I don't think. Odari's ready. Let's go. Let us know which card you want, and we will get going. Also, check your email. I have an update for you for the dual streams. And so we're going to get going for that. Dan's in the stream. Welcome. We are, I'm just actually perfect timing because I'm just shouting out the collab for everybody to come in. I was not ready to kick off my next card today, but I am going to be kicking it off next week. Maybe Jack of Hearts. Sure, let's Jack of Hearts, and we'll throw off the next face card next week. Jack of Spades. Okay, Odari wants the Jack of Spades. Dan, if you're listening, he wants the Jack of Spades. That is you, sir. So we'll need to get on the template. So we are gonna kick these off. I'm excited to see some collaborative pieces going through, and seeing what everybody comes up with, because I think as I see what other people are going to be doing, it'll inspire me to do different things. Initially I was going to do like another like water witch type lady. I don't know why I keep doing these ladies. I changed it, but we will. I was like, I just did that for the Joker, so I should do something else this time. Mojo's so cute. Yes, he is. He uses it all the time, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Hey, Mojo, you're a good boy. Always giving me the sauce right now because I'm still talking to you guys. Jack of Spades. Okay, it sounds like Dan's going to hook you up, Odari. So our collab is underway. So if you're interested, send us a message. We'll get you the templates, or send you the part of the cards that are already underway if you want to join one that you've already seen. And yeah, my next card's coming this next Monday. Dan's going to probably kick his off soon. And we are going to just kind of keep going. I'm very excited to see where these go. A lot of momentum, but lots of projects to go. So I guess that's the next thing. Other than that, hang out with us and on the socials and everything. Check out all the links below. Should have the collab information, the collab project, Dan's socials and my socials, so that you can keep in touch with what we're doing and all the other madness we have on the go. I was also praising your stream from this morning, Dan, because I'm pretty sure there's some witchcraft going on with that new tablet you have. I told everybody to go back and watch it because I didn't see the whole stream, but the first little bit I saw was just out of control. What a crazy tool. I was like, I don't know, why would I use the thing? But then you had the reference right up with like the drawing on the bottom. Oh my gosh. I had to close it to go to work, but it's probably good for my wallet that I had to close it too. Okay, I will let you all get on with your evening. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Thanks for hanging out. Lysandra said, this looks great. Dan says, this is super cool. Thank you so much. Oh, the Zen book. That's what the tool is called. So it's a tablet that's shaped like a laptop. So go see Dan's stream because he's got all the details and all the things on how it's called, what it's called, and where you can get it and how you can use it. It's pretty fantastic. So go check out that stream because it's pretty cool. His links should be below. Should be. If not, he's in the chats. Go check out his streams for sure. And in the collab link, he'll be there too. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, wait, we have more specific thing. ASUS ZenBook Duo. Great laptop tablet. So if you're looking for a cool tool, go check it out. Asus. Craziness. Okay, so that's all I have. Check out the collab. Check out all the socials because I have lots coming up in the next little while. Come back next Monday because we are going to be doing the next card in the collab. And I'll show you where this card's at when we get there. I hope you all have a magnificent rest of your week. And I will catch you all same time and channel next Monday. Have a great night, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.